speaker is a junior at Houghton High School, which is part of our Marquette, Michigan partner site. And in Marquette, for the past 5 years, Mikva has hosted the Tom Baldini Soapbox Challenge. Time flies, I can't believe it's been 5 years. Go Marquette! And our next speaker, when we asked him why Youth Voice Matters, said, because youth are change for our future. Please join me in welcoming Ian Evans to the stage.
One day this past fall, when I was walking down the hallway, I stopped to avoid running into another student who had cut across my path. As a result, the students walking behind me were forced to stop as well, and one of them decided to call me something. Do you want to know what they called me? A fucking faggot. I wish I could say the ideas behind that language are few and far between, but they're not. These bigoted and hateful opinions exist nationwide and stem from the same lack of education, awareness, and understanding, all while hurting and even killing real people. There is a taboo around being gay. Anything gay, even just the word. Saying it even makes me a little uncomfortable. The taboo around it is extremely similar to those surrounding serious crimes such as rape and even murder. These aren't topics to be discussed with children. They're for private adult conversations that end when a child enters the room. This treatment of the topic teaches kids that these are horrific crimes and hateful feelings develop towards the perpetrators. However, when the LGBT community is treated in the same way, with hushed voices as if it's inappropriate, homophobia and transphobia develop in children, and those resentful feelings only grow with age. My own cousin, who was only 10 at the time, once told me that I was bad and evil. As a surprise to no one, these feelings have made their way into our government. For example, Representative Mike Johnson of Louisiana introduced the Stop the Sexualization of Children Act in 2022, which in reality was a national Don't Say Gay bill. It would have banned books and the teaching of curriculums containing sexually oriented material, which was defined as any depiction, description, or simulation of sexual activity, any lewd or lascivious depiction or description of human genitals, or any topic involving gender identity, gender dysphoria, transgenderism, sexual orientation, or related subjects for children under 10. Laws like this have been implemented across the country, some even extending K through 12. These censorship laws strengthen the taboo surrounding the LGBT community, ultimately causing more homophobia and transphobia to develop within our country. And this is a serious problem. It's hurting people, even killing them. The American Psychiatric Association says that LGBTQ people are more than twice as likely to develop a mental health disorder, specifically 2.5 times more likely to experience anxiety, depression, and substance misuse. According to the CDC and the Trevor Project, suicide is the second leading cause of death for young people aged 10 through 24, with LGBTQ young people 4 times more likely to attempt it. The CDC even directly states that LGBTQ people are placed at higher risk because of how they are mistreated and stigmatized in society. The Trevor Project also reports that 36% of LGBTQ youth have been physically threatened or harmed due to their sexual orientation or gender identity. Worst of all, they estimate that one LGBTQ youth aged 13 to 24 attempts suicide every 45 seconds in the United States, which they say is a low estimate. Not to mention the countless acts of hatred and violence towards the LGBT community every year. Just this past November, a shooting in a Colorado LGBTQ nightclub killed 5 and left 25 others injured. This should not be real. People should not be dying in nightclubs. I should not personally know people and have friends who have attempted. I should not have to worry about if my friends will kill themselves based on how society treats them. I should not have friends who receive death threats to which their school says there's nothing we can do. I should not have to worry about if my friends or I will get assaulted or even murdered one day for something that cannot be controlled. I should not have to worry about what will happen next in school, a supposed safe space. And I should not have to mentally prepare myself every single time I walk down the hallway for the next time that someone decides to call me a fucking faggot. But this is reality, and this is my reality. The worst part is there isn't a quick and easy solution. Education only works on those with open minds, and most people aren't fond of admitting they're wrong and letting go of their previous opinions, no matter how hateful they are. What needs to happen is a cultural shift where everyone can feel safe and accepted in society, and these ill-informed opinions disappear. We must start this conversation. We must demand action. We cannot let these misguided laws and ideas poison our country further. If any generation can do it, it's ours. Nearly 2/3 of Gen Z say they are worried about the future of LGBTQ rights. Now is the time for action. Now is the time to speak up. Together, we can be the ones to foster a safe, welcoming environment where future generations, our own children, can feel perfectly safe and comfortable just simply walking down the hallway.